Hi there and welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer. My channel is A Country Life and I have a grocery haul for you guys today. Yes. It's a small grocery haul though. This is not a typical grocery haul for me. It's actually quite small. I spent $128.39. I actually went into the grocery store for basically, I think, 3 things. Carrots, tomato soup, and I feel like there was one other thing that I actually needed.
M&M's cookies.
M&M cookies. Joe thinks it's M&M cookies. Not M&M cookies. We're gonna make some of those this week. And I even told Warren when Marie and I left, I said, it shouldn't take long. I don't need a whole lot of things. I have so much food in the house right now. Tons and tons of ingredients. Tons of ingredients. I don't know if you saw my last video where we did a whole bunch of Christmas baking shopping. So I bought tons of eggs and butter and sugars and sprinkles and just all the things, flour, all the things for, you are so excited, aren't you, Joe? All the things for Christmas cookie baking. Well, obviously the eggs, the butter, the flour, all those things will be used in other meals too. So anyway, but that brings me to today. It was just a small grocery shopping trip. I'm pretty sure that's how December is going to be. There's not going to be one giant grocery shopping for the whole month, just because it seems like when there's a number of different events and things, sometimes you can't plan for all of those because you just don't know all of them up front before the month or at the beginning of the month. I also want to just give you a quick rundown of some of the meals that we're going to be having that I have coming up for the next week. So of course, what's it going to be? If you said chili, you're right. So Warren wants chili again because he said the chili, the giant double batch I made, which was actually 8 quarts of chili that I made for hunting, which was just like 2 weekends ago. He said that was not enough chili. So I'm going to make some more chili, and that was part of what spurred me to go, is that I didn't have any canned kidney beans because I just haven't gotten to that on my list yet, and I was out of like store kidney beans. So anyway, needed kidney beans. And I needed, that was the other thing, kidney beans, and I needed tomato soup in order to make chili. Waffles, bacon, and eggs is on the list. We already did that meal. We have a church potluck, which I'm going to be making some food for after I'm done with this video. So I think what I'm going to do, actually, is put this video and then some cooking all together in one video for you guys. So if you're here for the grocery haul, you know when the grocery haul is done, I'm going to start cooking. So you can click away if you're just a grocery haul person. So what I'll be making is my grandma's, I think she just called it Hamburger meat hot dish or something. Let me see what she calls that. Hot dish with ground meat, which does not explain it, I don't think, at all. But anyway, I'm going to be making that for the potluck tomorrow. I also have for this week tacos. We're going to do some garlic chicken in the cast iron pan. I'm going to do salsa ranch chicken. That was on my menu from last month. We never got to it, and so I still want to make that. I'm going to do some chicken noodle soup because we just did turkey noodles, so I figured we needed a little bit of a break. Well, I don't, but some of my kids do. They don't want soup all the time like I do. Chicken noodle soup coming up later this week. Some baked cod and baked potato later this week. And then probably next weekend we'll do, like, again, a breakfast kind of supper, pancakes, sausages, that kind of thing. Which I did not necessarily plan real well with this shopping trip. But like I said, I went in just for those couple things. And when I was there, I'm like, you know, we really could use groceries, even though I have so much, but I'm always like missing an ingredient for so many things. And there's categories of things I just didn't have. Some of the categories of foods that I didn't have would be things like this: corn dogs, pizza snacks. I just didn't have anything like that for quick lunches when we don't have leftovers. I also didn't really have much in the fresh fruits and vegetables department. I have some celery, I have some apples. That was pretty much it. Oh, and I have fresh cranberries still too that I'm keeping in the fridge just for like dipping in caramel and things. Here are some split chicken breasts. I actually just the other day was thinking, boy, I could go for like a buttery herb spread, you know, where you separate the skin and you put it underneath the skin and then just roast it in the oven that way. I really could go for something like that. And when I saw these on special at Aldi for $1.29 a pound, I thought, perfect. So I got 2 big packs of those. So that's 6 huge split chicken breasts. I don't know where they grow these chicken breasts. Sometimes it's almost a little, because it even says young chicken. I don't know, that feels like an oxymoron here. But anyway, Maria had asked for ice cream, and I thought, sure, let's do that. A couple boxes of corn dogs, 4 things of Cool Whip or whipped topping, because we used up everything from all of the spray cream and all of the whipped topping that we had for Thanksgiving. That's already gone. Some pizza snacks, and then 2 hams. Is there anyone who's been here long enough to remember? I think 2 Christmases ago, I went very late looking for a whole ham. And I ended up buying a ham for like $56. And it was okay, but it was not fabulous. You guys, I don't use the glaze on these because it's just not something that we care for. But these honey hams, the spiral sliced ones, are so good from Aldi.
Mom.
They're kind of pricey today, $1.99 a pound, which is pricey, but I spent $33 for this right here. So the fact that it was less than 56, I think I did well. Hi, Joe. What did you want to say?
It's so close as the face.
My face is so close?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
We also were very low on cereal, and so I did pick up quite an assortment here. Cinnamon Crunch, Honey Nut Cheerios, Rice Squares, Corn Squares, Life. Well, Aldi calls it Balance, but it's basically the same thing. I also picked up... Okay, shh. I also picked up these hash browns. I've said it before, but Peter has it figured out that you microwave these for, I want to say something like 30 seconds. I don't know. Honestly, I taught him a way to do it, and he knows how to do it, and now he does it, and I've kind of forgotten what exactly he does, but they turn out great every time. Here are the kidney beans. I ended up going with 6 cans. Here's the tomato soup. I went with 6 cans of that. We did buy graham crackers the other day, and Joe wanted those so badly for breakfast, but I said those are specifically for... the peanut butter bonbons that I make at Christmas time. So I bought graham crackers just for him. The kids really like these fruit and fruit and grain bars. So Maria picked out 2 flavors. Okay, shh. Joe is very talkative today. 2 loaves of bread. This is what we'll just like use for sandwiches, or actually Joe usually makes toast for himself in the morning if we don't have graham crackers. And then these oyster crackers are delicious. Aldi used to carry a little different shape. The shape was a little more flatter and more distinct. Like is this an octagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess, did I do it right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think it's sort of octagon-ish. They're a little... They're not perfect. But anyway, they used to have the ones that were really distinct, and those were good and everything, and that's what we ate for years, but these are way better. So if you do get a chance, I think these are delicious. So we've been putting these in like soups and things, and the kids have really been liking that. I did pick up some orange juice here, and then some tortilla chips. We've been having chips and salsa more often lately, and so just, it's a great, it's pretty cheap. We already have the salsa. A canned salsa, and so it's a cheap snack. And then we did get a number of fruit items. So pears, these are 3-pound bags for $4.19 or $4.38 a bag, which I don't think is too bad of a price. And then some carrots. I needed those specifically for the hot dish with hamburger or whatever. I need it for that, and then also for chicken noodle soup. And then some coleslaw mix and some shredded lettuce. It's not on my menu for this week, but I thought if we wanted to make some hamburgers, I think everyone would really like that. And so I got that. I might switch things around because I think I have hamburgers marked for Monday much later in the month. But when I saw this, it just made me think maybe we want hamburgers now rather than later. 4 cucumbers, 2 bunches of bananas. They're kind of little, but that was what they had, so we picked those up. And then the little cuties, or the mandarins. Yep, these are cuties. And then it's grapefruit season again. So grapefruit, I don't know if this is a 5-pound bag. Let me see. These are Texas red grapefruit, locally grown and harvested in Texas. There we go, 5-pound bag. So this was over $5, so about $1 a pound. Yes, I see you got lots and lots of colored pencils, don't you, Joe? So that is everything today. Not a great big grocery haul, but like I said, I did just spend a couple $100 on a whole lot of ingredients last week, and we have a lot of food. We have a ton of meat, venison, steak, roasts, stew meat, hamburger. I have canned meat. I have canned stew. I have so much right now in my pantry and everything, but always seem to be missing one ingredient for different things that we wanted to make. So anyway, that's going to be it for the haul. Now I'm going to just kind of get all this put away, and then we're going to switch gears. I'm going to make that hamburger hot dish, show you guys that recipe, and maybe any other cooking things that go down in the kitchen here today. So to get started with the hot dish with ground meat, which actually I think I normally call this hamburger and rice meatball casserole. That's kind of what I call it, because the idea is we're going to be making some meatballs, and there's going to be hamburger in the meatballs and rice in the meatballs, and then we're going to make like a nice saucy mixture with vegetables and all of that. But to get started, you need to have some meat, like ground meat. In this case, I have ground venison, and that's 2 pounds. 1 cup of minute rice, some chopped onion, some chopped green pepper. That's just to taste, and that's it. And then I'm going to be adding some salt and pepper. I also like to add in a little bit of beef, like soup base. I always think that gives it a good flavor. I also think you could completely add in onion soup mix and just omit the onion, or even just have the fresh onion and the onion soup mix. That would be really, really good. After I get it somewhat mixed up, I like to just get in there with my hands. It just seems to work better. Didn't go very far. Well, I just don't want it over here in my...
What?
My scarf.
Where do you want
Just set them right here for now.
them? Are some big meatballs.
Yep, I like to make them pretty big.
Do they shrink?
Yep, they'll shrink up.
I like that big.
No, but I just still like them to be big. You need to wash your hands. Look at the orange. That'll come off on the furniture and stuff. All the meatballs are formed, and I have doubled the meat, and this whole part I have doubled, because I always find that when I make this, 1 pound of meat just is never enough, but there's lots of vegetables. So I am not doubling the vegetables. I'll be putting in 5 carrots. So these I'm just going to chop up into smaller pieces. I don't like them to be too tiny. Just kind of chunks. I like to know that I'm getting a carrot, even if I have to cut it before I eat it. So I'll also put in 1 can of tomato soup, 1 soup can full of water. I have to get out a can of green beans, and then I also have to cube up some potatoes. And the potatoes is about 3 large potatoes. And so all of that is going to go in here, and yum yum, I will bake this for 1 hour and 30 minutes. I just poured the bean juice here into my bowl. This is where I will mix up the tomato juice and the water as well. My 1 can of tomato soup is going in. Just swirling the water around here to get all of the tomato soup out of the can. There we go.
'Tis the season to be jolly.
Should we stay? Should we lie down?
Whoa! Whoa!
Lie down on me.
I brought Peter into the kitchen, and he's working on the chili, huh? Chile. So what are you doing right now?
Just chopping up the meat and stirring it.
We started from frozen, so just low, very low, and we just kind of let it steam for a while, and then Peter's just been kind of scraping it.
Yeah, like
You have an orange face. Were you eating a carrot?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have very orange lips. And he's gotten all of the other ingredients together. They're all ready to go, and as soon as this is done, which is going to be in just a couple minutes, then he's going to put everything in here, and we will let that simmer away. And we will have chili tomorrow for lunch, and probably then we'll just keep on eating on it on Monday. Tomorrow night we have the potluck, so we won't be having it for supper tomorrow.
Someone help me.
Well, that is 1 full pot of chili, Peter.
Looks
We
yummy.
just, yeah, it does look yummy. We just put in the elbow macaroni. So Peter boiled it up first, and we kind of boiled it like al dente, I guess I would say, and then it'll soak up a lot of the juice in the chili.
Yeah, and then it'll get bigger. Like,
Yep, they'll get nice and big and puffy, which is just the way Dad likes it. It'll soak up a lot of the juice from the chili, because right now it looks a little bit more like soupy, but that's how we have chili around here. And then get it nice, all those noodles will soak up that juice overnight, and we'll probably put some crackers in there, and yum yum. So halfway through the cooking time, I did put foil on it because I just think that I like the way the potatoes cook up better with the foil. It sort of steams them and they don't get kind of like this hard crust on them or anything. So I do that about halfway through, and now it's out. Everything is cooked perfectly well. I've just been spooning over the tomato sauce liquid just to kind of baste it over into the meat. I really want it to soak down into that meat. Keep the meat really moist. And this is one of those things that you can make, and then you can keep foil over this. Like after I do this, I could put foil over this, and it could sit on top of the stove for about an hour, and it will still be really hot. It holds its heat really well. It's great if you're not really sure what time your family is going to be in for supper, and you still want to sit down all together. It's a great meal for that. Yes, so then what I do is I just pick it up by the corner, let all the juice run back down to that corner, and then just scoop it up again. I just kind of keep basting it. And after you've basted for a little while, it's a good idea to just grab out one of the potatoes, let it cool, and then taste it, just to kind of check for salt and pepper in case you need a little bit more. Thank you all for joining me today for the grocery haul and then a little bit of cooking. I will have recipes posted in the description box below. I hope that you check those out and have a wonderful day. And here's a couple more cooking videos for you guys in case you're interested. See you over there. Bye.